What's up, John?
What's going on, brother?
How you
Always
living,
good
bro?
to see you. Excellent,
Yo, man,
Always
I was
living.
just realizing, like, today when I was on my way here that I crossed the street real quick. I think I've known you for over a decade.
About it, yeah.
First time I met you, or earliest memory I have, I think we were like freshmen or sophomores at UNCW.
Earliest memory at Blue Water. I met you at Blue Water, remember? Do you remember that? Was that the early? I think
It was maybe around the same time, because I remember meeting you at like this girl's house. I don't know who it was, honestly, but did you work at Blue Water too?
We worked at Blue Water. I made the salads. I think you were a food runner or a server. You
Yeah.
remember when I worked at Andrew? 10 years flies
crazy,
by.
dude. Yeah, we were like I was 19 back then.
19, I was.
How old are you now?
Right now, I'm 32.
32?
32, 10 years
Got
ago,
you.
I was 22?
Yeah. Maybe even before, because I was probably 19, you were probably 20 back then, but yeah, man. That's cool, bro. Yeah, man, well, I feel like, honestly, in this, like, post-college era, right, like, we have, like, a lot in common in terms of just, like, what we're trying to create out of life, you know what I'm saying?
I think so too. I think our mentalities align in a similar way.
Yeah.
That's something I've noticed. Like even with you, man, I've noticed some about you. You speak, and then you take action. Like you speak real estate, and you took the action to buy houses. You speak traveling, and you take actions to travel. You speak podcasts. You take actions to travel. And I think that's something very powerful. And I love being around people like that because I think we have that similarity where if we speak something, we have to complete the goal. We got to complete the task no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like being offensive with life.
Being offensive.
You know what I'm saying? Versus being defensive.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of folks are like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're a victim of life. Like they're trying to keep what they have instead of going after, you know, what it is that they want. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Or they come up with an excuse. And I feel like we're the type of people where we don't like excuses. Well, we don't like having any doubt in our mind. And we're constantly positive, moving forward, finding out how, finding solutions instead of thinking of the problems.
Let's take it back, dude. So, like, I mean, you graduated UNCW?
2016.
2016?
With
accounting. What were you studying?
I was studying business. I majored in accounting, minored in Spanish.
Yeah.
And I've used accounting right now with my paint business and my epoxy business. I do a lot of, everything. I went to college. It taught me to work hard, I feel. To communicate and things like that. But yeah.
So were you like painting right away? Did you start the painting business right away, or like what was that transition like after graduating?
Man, I've been painting since I was 12 years old on the weekend with my stepdad, and on the weekends while I was in college, I was I've worked ever since a good amount of my life, man. And you too. Your mom told me that story where you would mow lawns at the age of 8.
I had like 22 lawns that I was mowing when I was like 13 or 14.
Same here, man.
You know, it's crazy, dude. So I didn't have a bank account, right? And then like one day I just realized I would put my money in my top drawer. One day I just like all of a sudden had like $3,000 just in the top drawer, you know? So I like had enough money to invest in a used rider lawnmower. And I put a trailer hitch on that thing. And I would pull my lawn equipment around the neighborhood before I had a license with my riding mower.
Wow. But at the age of 13, how'd you feel with investing that money? Did you think about it, or did you have your doubts? Were you like, oh, $3,000, if I invest this money, it's gonna cost me? Or did you always have that mentality?
It was about having the right tools for the job, bro. I mean, you know that well, right? Like the level of excellence that you can bring to a job and efficiency when you have the right tools, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like a lot of people, they think about that too much. Like, oh, it's gonna cost me this much. Even last year, before year ended, I bought a grinder, and it was a really expensive grinder to do the concrete jobs that I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. But I thought about it for a second. I'm like, this is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll the dice. I know I'm gonna use it. I know I'm gonna use it 3-4 times in a year. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So like I feel like in terms of like notoriety for like painting companies, like
Uh-huh.
I feel like John Bryan Painting Plus, at
Mm-hmm.
least for a while, I think it still is like omnipresent
Uh-huh.
in in Wilmington, dude. Like I see the logos,
Yeah.
see the trucks. Like, what was that like, dude, to go from like starting the business to like becoming like the de facto painter for Landfall, for example?
I'll tell you
How'd
what,
you
man.
get it there?
I started off with a 94 4Runner and a 24-foot ladder. And it was always, since I was little, I always had this mindset where I knew I was going to do something big, or I was going to try to be someone in life. And it was just every day, consistency, every day, not giving up, and just day by day, taking it day by day, steps at a time. And things just keep compounding over time. Like in my mind, I'm still kind of like amazed to the point where I'm at, but I'm not like, I don't like to get a big head. I'm still grounded. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I have a company, I serve people. I feel like that's what helped me out a lot too. Serving others, always being at people's services. That's, I guess, I'm customer oriented in that way,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's what helped us out, working in restaurants, being
Yeah.
servers. Just
I think people get that wrong too, man. I was just running back the classic How to Win Friends and Influence People. And like chapter 1 or chapter 2, he's like, dude, you should be thinking about what that other person wants,
yeah.
not what you want when you're trying to influence them. You know what I'm saying?
And people feel that right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're helpful, people are like, wow, this guy's helpful. I want to give him work. You know, this guy's here to help me. So I don't really focus as much on the sale. I'm more of like, look, this is what I can do. This is what I can provide. Like, I'm here for you, you know?
Yeah. I feel like too, man, like getting my houses worked on and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm looking for that reliable partner that I could call on, and like they're gonna have my back long term. You know, like there's a famous book called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek, and it's all about how, you know, business is not about like quarterly success or whatever, man. It's a long game. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a long game. I don't feel like I'm done yet. I'm just constantly, I'm trying to evolve. Every day I'm trying to improve. So I'm not closed-minded in that aspect. I always know there's always a better way to do things, and I'm not fixed on something. That growth mindset.
Yeah.
Like that book you talked about on your podcast.
Carol Dweck. Is it Mindset? Mindset, I think.
It's called Mindset.
Yeah.
And it talks about the fixed and the growth mindset.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about me. I'm constantly trying to improve and grow as a person.
Dude, the fixed mindset, bro, like, you know, I think it kind of breaks your heart a little bit when like you're like us, right? And we don't put limitations or ceilings on where we could go. It breaks your heart that you have to sometimes, I found, distance yourself from people with a fixed mindset.
Yeah.
Because I think a fixed mindset is the saddest shit ever, dude, because I think once you adopt the fixed mindset, you die.
Yeah, you become complacent.
Yeah.
Or you stagnate.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, it was John Bryan Painting Plus originally, right?
John Bryan Painting Plus originally.
And then you're still running that business, right?
I'm still running it. I just got a bookkeeper, so I'm trying to figure out letting go of certain things. I feel like that's what helped me to touch base on that on the business. letting go is what's really helping me because I'm kind of just flowing and giving people responsibility, people that I trust.
Yeah.
And just having a lot of faith, man. I wake up every day, I pray, I go to sleep, I pray. So that keeps me motivated because
You got like so you believe that there's like kind of like a spiritual alignment angle to like
bro,
manifesting what you want. Like, what do you call that? Like, what is the angle?
Everything to me, I believe in God. So
Yeah.
it's like every day before I go to sleep, and I notice the more I pray, the better things are. You know what I mean? Just recently, I started giving the glory to God. Like, it's not me, it's, it's God. So it's part of letting go of the control in life. And I feel like that really helps me, and doors start opening for some reason.
Yeah. You're kind of like focused on the what and just letting God or whatever, figure out the how.
Yeah, so I don't stress out because, when you're starting out, it's a lot of work, a lot of pressure. But I notice when I start letting go of that, that mental pressure, things just start clicking, man. It's hard to explain, I noticed that, yeah.
You stop getting in the way of destiny, you know what I'm saying?
I let go of that tension and things just flow my way,
Yeah, man. I think one thing that's interesting, bro, that I see you do, bro, is you're very much involved, like in the Wilmington, greater Wilmington, Southeast North Carolina, like marketplace and stuff like that. But you're also not confined to that perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm always looking for new horizons. Even with the epoxy business.
Yeah, like tell the story about that, right? Because you learned like how to do that like in Florida or something, is that right?
I went to Florida. A video popped up on my newsfeed. I remember what I did. I wrote it down on a board. It was like a chart to the path of where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
The painting, and then the second one, it was like a line that was like epoxy company. And then the third line was like builder's license. And then the fourth line, like the fourth step is properties in Colombia.
Yeah.
So the epoxy thing, a video popped up on my newsfeed of this metallic design, like a course in Florida. And I'm like, it's $3,000 to take this course. I'm gonna do this. I've never seen this in Wilmington, these designs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. And I said I was gonna do it, and I took the action, and here we are. And it just made sense to me. Painting, floor coating, they're all related in a way.
Yeah.
So I try to find ways to always stay busy, expand, stay busy. And part of it is growing, I feel, too. Growing the business.
Well, it's, to me, like what it strikes me as, because like you painted like my mom's house. Well, actually, I guess maybe the first work I ever seen you do, like you removed the popcorn ceilings in one of the houses I had.
Yeah.
But, when you painted my mom's place, your crew's like attention to detail, right?
Yeah.
Was just like, my mom was like, this is the best paint job I ever seen, right?
Yeah.
And then when you talk about this epoxy flooring and stuff like that, it's like the type of person that's gonna have a crazy, cool looking, wild design on their garage floor. It's like that person's paying attention to details.
Perfectionist.
Every element of the house, right?
It definitely helps.
And if you get into building houses, which it sounds like that's the direction you want to go to, it's almost like you're working your way in from the details inward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, attention to detail is what I focus on. It's little things that I notice that make a difference, I don't like letting little things go unnoticed, Most people just sweep it under the rug. I don't like doing that, I like paying attention to all the details. But at the end of the day, someone's paying us, so we want to make sure we give them something that they're happy with. And then I'm able to sleep at night because I'm like, well, I gave them everything I had. I gave the client everything I had, so.
Podemos hablar sobre nuestra conexión del país Colombia.
Hablemos de Colombia.
Yeah.
Eso, mi familia es de Medellín.
Todo de su familia.
Toda mi familia es de Medellín. Yo trato de ir una vez al año o 2 veces al año, cuando Dios me lo permite, porque uno la pasa trabajando mucho, que uno necesita tiempo para descansar la mente
Sí.
y venir recargado como un león. You know? Like even in Europe, you go to Europe, I'm sure you notice things, you come back recharged. And you're like, I need to live life a certain way.
I think I've been to 22 countries, I think is the count, in the last 9 years.
Wow.
And
Top 3, name them.
oh, dude,
1
I
through
think
3.
Colombia is on the list, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But man, there's so many different elements that I just loved about them. Like, you know, Sweden, Norway, really fascinating places, high levels of development, right?
Yeah.
But I love, you know me, dude, I love Latino America, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I love the language, I love the vibe, the people in Latin America, I think, are less in their heads and more in their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
And more in their spirit.
In the moment.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about something similar to that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, people are in the moment, like what we're doing. They go outside, they'll talk about life, they'll talk about a game that just happened, and they're genuinely happy being in that presence or in that moment with you, even if it's just kind of talking about random things in their day. They take the time to pause. Whereas here, sometimes it feels like it's a race, like everything is cutthroat in a way, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I think those kind of travels enable us to expand our mind and see different ways of living, different ways of being.
Yeah.
But you might come back with a new business idea too, you know?
That's true.
Or just more energy for life.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, they're in meditation. I don't know if you're into meditating at all. I struggle with it, but I've been getting back into it. There's oftentimes this concept of like leaving your body and like becoming the witness in the corner of the room or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like stepping away and looking at things from above.
Yeah.
And I see that with travel, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how can I look at my situation from a different perspective, you know?
I think part of that is pausing. I've been trying to do the same thing, kind of meditate in the morning. I wake up earlier. When I wake up earlier, whether it's 30 minutes earlier, I've been getting my coffee and just sitting on my couch and just thinking about my day. You know what I mean? Like, how I'm going to be calm. I'm in control this day. And it helps you step away and set yourself up for the rest of the day.
Dude, I feel like what you're talking about is like intentionality. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, to me, the state of stress is not a creative state.
Oh, tension. That's what I'm saying. Letting go of that tension really helps you become more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're constantly tense, things are on flow in your mind, your body, and I've been working on that too, man. It's
My
hard.
mentor, Dr. Terry Jackson, I just had him on the podcast. You've probably seen some clips.
Yeah.
We just did like a video call, but he used to tell me, he said, Zach, I think he said something like, it is what it is, and it will be what it will be. You know what I'm saying? It's like this method of, if you can detach from the means and the outcome and operate with intentionality, your kind of calm mind. I mean, I've seen it that you bring to like your workforce, like your team, right?
Yeah.
Is like, hey, bro, like that's a problem, but we're gonna get through it because we're paid to solve problems.
It is what it is. It will be what it will be. Yeah, and that I go back to God on that. It's always worked out. At the end of the day, it always works out. I feel you go through some challenges, but look, we're still alive. We're breathing. Things are great. You know.
Yeah.
Things are always great. Things are okay.
Sometimes, dude, I say that I'm the healthiest that. Oh, we better hurry up. I'm the healthiest that I ever will be. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I'm the richest that I'll ever be.
Yeah.
Because I got my health, I got my body, I got an able mind, you know? Everything after that is just bonus.
Health, number one thing is health. Even you work out every day a little bit, or at least we try to.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we get busy with life, like especially these last few weeks, and it gets hard. But sometimes you're like, I'm just gonna drop down to the ground and do like 20 push-ups, and at least I did a workout for the day. You know what I mean?
You move the body a little bit.
It's not as much as you want to or you're used to, but it's something, right? It's at least you check it off your checklist. Like, okay, I made an accomplishment for the day. I did the best I could for the day, you know?
Dude, I heard Ty Lopez, who I follow pretty closely, say that you know, making money is like a sport, and you got to train like an athlete.
Competitiveness, man. I'm glad we touched on that. Competition is good. Even with painting, in my mind, I try to be the best paint company. I try to form the best.
Yeah,
the
bro.
best
Like,
paint
how does
company.
that drive you in your businesses? Like what's like your relationship to competition, I guess?
Growing up my whole life, I played soccer, so I've always had that. Even with video games, growing up as a kid, I've always liked competing in sports or in something. It's just fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun, and it brings out the best in us, in business, in whatever the case. So even in business, I see it as a competition, like in a healthy way, you know? Because I'm just trying to be the best that I can be, and keep growing. Like in sports, you just want to keep growing as a player. So it's really similar, I feel. I view it that way.
I think that's why, well, part of the reason I work out so much is I think it gets me into a higher mental vibration. You know what I'm saying? But also from the competitive angle, I'm like, dude, I want my mind and my body working faster than my adversaries, dude. I want to have more energy than my adversaries. You know?
That is true.
That's why
man.
I stopped drinking too, man. I was like, I want to be sharper than that.
Me too, man. Mentally, physically, and you want to feel good every day.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this before, but it's something really interesting. You see the kids in Brazil that are extremely good at soccer?
Yeah.
They literally play outside barefoot, you know, in rocks and stuff, and they don't have anything. And they're literally some of the best players out there. Even in South America, like these kids are just freaks of nature when it comes to this sport.
Yeah.
And I read something really, I don't know where I saw it. It might be that John D. Rockefeller, those 13 letters.
13 letters, fire book. I was listening to it on the way here.
Where it talks about people in poverty are the most creative with what they have.
Yeah.
Because they have to survive and they have to make it. That's their own, it's like survival mode. Either I win or it's over. You know what I mean? So that's why I think that's why these kids and these people see it as a disadvantage, but I think it's an advantage in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sweet. Well, dude, maybe we end it here, bro. But like, I mean, if people want to continue to follow along, dude, on the John Bryan story, dude, because it's been inspirational, man. It's been like a privilege to know you this long. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we chop it up more nowadays than when we first met, due to our alignments or whatever. But dude, it's been so inspiring for me to follow the journey, and I know that this is like the prequel, dude. This is like the origin story right now.
I appreciate it.
And you got so far that you're gonna take it, dude. No limits, dude. So if the people here wanna check in with you, dude, like how can they follow along, be a part of your community?
Just follow us on Instagram or Facebook at John Bryan Painting Plus, or give us a call. We're here to help. It's Facebook, Instagram.
Sweet.
Following you, literally watching your podcast, you know, so.
We'll do something again soon, for sure, dude. Cool, man. My brother.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you.
Hermano.
Hermanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
All right, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, guys.